Hey, lovies. Welcome back to Talks with Her. I am Monique, and this is episode 1. So, if you are just starting out, you likely heard the intro episode where I explained a bit about what Talks with Her is for. I just want to piggyback on that and go a little more into depth. So, fair disclaimer, I am not a therapist. I am a registered nurse. I am an MBA. I am a business owner. I'm lots of things, but I'm also a survivor of intergenerational trauma. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I am a parent of a survivor of child abuse. I am uh, a survivor of sexual assault. I am a motherfucking survivor. I am so sorry for my aunts and like my grandma, like my elders, whoever, because I'm definitely always a respectful person. So I'm so sorry for my elders that are listening to this, but I am a grown ass woman and I do cuss. Okay, so I would say, and my mama too. I'm sorry, mama, but I would say, yeah, you probably should unplug if that makes you uncomfortable because I do cuss when I talk and I am still going to heaven. Like I said in the intro. Okay. So, I am not a therapist, but I am in intense therapy. I am in intense therapy. So I'm in intensive therapy as a patient, as well as therapy with my beautiful, amazing child, and also, um, since I'm a survivor of those things, like I really had to come to terms with that term, because I never wanted to label myself as that. I felt for a long time that it would tie me to the situation and sort of become a part of my identity. However, uh, God's done something else with that. So it's not that it's part of my identity in a negative way, it's that the experiences are not necessarily just for me, because I'm fine now. The experiences are for you because somebody listening to my voice right now is being abused. Somebody listening to my voice right now is hurt, and on the brink of suicide because they just can't find the feeling of acceptance and love, that they not they sorry that you can't find the feeling of acceptance and love that you so rightfully deserve. You are so hurt and you feel so alone, and it does feel like an end for you. um so I went through the things that I went through. Somebody asked me a long time ago, are you just supposed to be a martyr for pain? Fuck no. I went through the things that I went through because somebody listening to me is hurting, and I'm here to tell you that you can hear my voice because there's something on the other side of it. If I could just encourage you to hold on. Hold on for, I tell you what, you might not be able to hold on for another day. And I get it. I've been there. I've been that low. I've been that low. I've been that low where every minute just seemed agonizing. And it just seems so much easier just to give up. I mean, really strategizing on taking myself the fuck out of here, you know? Um, so don't try to hold on for another day. That's too much. I listen, nobody understands better than me. But give me give me 30 minutes. As a matter of fact, go to the next episode after this one, um, and see if there's some benefit for you. So that's the purpose of Talks with Her, is because as women, we're told all of this shit, you know? We're told to be strong. We're told to be pretty. And then they keep moving the goalpost of what the fuck pretty is. First, pretty was natural. Now, pretty is not natural. Now, if you're natural, you're regular, and then you're basic, and you're not. No, it's and you're constantly being told how worthless you are, or how a measure of a good woman is your ability to um, get married and have a baby. And they don't tell you that in doing those two things, you often go through periods where you feel the most miserable. Right? No, God. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody tells you. Nobody talks about the fact that there is such an emphasis put on women to get married, find a man, have a baby, and nobody talks about those really secret dark moments where you're in that marriage, whether it's beautiful, because marriage can be amazing, but whether it's beautiful or whether it's dark, nobody talks about those really dark moments where you going, what the fuck did I do? Like, I just signed on to basically be this dude's mom, like this grown ass man's mom, and then I have to spit out a child, and this child wreak havoc on my body. Um, it's taking me longer than what I had anticipated to get back feeling good about myself. Nobody fully understands where I'm coming from. Everybody's giving me all of this, you know, well meaning, but bullshit advice. I feel so alone, yet I have to plaster a smile on my face. Nobody talks about this shit. Nobody talks about the other side of these amazing weddings and all these little rosy cheeked, beautiful babies, which are all amazing and beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not anti marriage and I'm not anti baby. I'm happy in all of those situations, and I have all those situations. I'm not any of those things. But I do know that there are moments that can get so dark in those moments, and nobody talks about it. And if they are talking about it, they're talking about it from a space of trying to shame your ass into not feeling what you feel. Ugh. How? How do you navigate through all this? God. You pick up the phone, right? You go through social media, you scroll, you read this blog, that blog. This person's got this perspective. This person's got you're reading everybody's opinions and perspectives. Then you go to therapy, and well, let's be honest, that shit don't always work because therapy's only an hour. And then most of the time, before you can even really get into the good stuff, like your hour is up. And then what? And then what do? You got to leave, go get your car out the parking garage, all of that, and then go back to your real life. Therapy is almost like a vacation for like 40 minutes, and then you gotta really get back to it. And half of what your therapist tells you, like the tools that she tells you, do this and do that, you don't be remembering that shit in your real life, right? You don't remember to breathe and be calm and notice your emotions when you are sitting in the house at 11 o'clock, or excuse me, when you're sitting in the house at 3 a.m. and your husband still isn't home, or he comes home and he wants to run into the room and he's got all this secret shit going on. You're not thinking about breathing and being calm when your child is telling you to fuck off and you're invading their privacy and they're 5. Okay. and 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 you have just dealt with like the most disgusting people throughout your day, and your husband is just being selfish and abrasive and consumed with everything else but you and how you feel, and that moment where you don't have that moment to yourself. Like, no one is thinking about breathing, ma'am, miss therapist, whoever, right? Insert yourself if you the therapist. If you the therapist, shout out to you, boo, but sorry. But ain't nobody thinking about that shit in that moment. We're thinking about how we normally would navigate through those situations. And whatever trauma that's triggering or bringing up for us, that's how we're going to deal with it until we learn how to deal with it in a healthier way. So, talks with her is, I liken life to a sandwich. The therapy, let's say the therapy is the bread. Okay? The therapy is the bread. Well, this community, this space that we're creating here, talks with her with the meat. You understand? Now you can have a sandwich with the bread, right? I mean, you can grill it, put little onions on, do whatever you do if you're vegan, whatever, right? Whatever floats your boat. But the meat in the middle is what will take the sandwich over the top. So that's what we're doing. We're just the meat fills in the gaps, if you will, right? In between the bread. So we're filling in those gaps of when therapy just ain't hitting it, or when you can't remember everything the therapist told you to do. And the well-meaning advice of the friends and the family that you have around you is not working because you have come to that age where you realize that they are not much further along in their own maturation process than you. So you're like, what the fuck? Right? So that is what Talks with Her is about. That's what we're here for. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build community. We're going to build a space where we can regress into our own world and really, really, really go on a journey for ourselves. Notice I didn't say heal. I don't like that term. I told y'all that in the intro. I don't like that term. I don't like healing because then that indicates that we need to get to a certain destination. And all this destination and getting to this and getting to that, that's what's got us here. That's what got us all wound up. That's what got us all frustrated and all feeling, less than. And that's what got all of this negativity started anyway. So, Talks with Her is your space. It's your space just to be. It's your space to retreat to for the 15 minutes, or sorry, this one's going to be 15 minutes, this episode. But normally I'll try to keep our episodes about 30 minutes, an hour, because that's about the time that you're going to have. If you're commuting to work, or, you're running around, the baby's taking a nap, Hubs went to the store, whatever, right? You'll have about that amount of time. You're getting ready for work in the morning, whatever you're doing, that's a good amount of time. I don't want to make things too long, just like the books are not these super long 300-page books, and I'm getting so much shit for that. Like, why didn't you write the book longer? Because it's my book, shit, and I could do what I want. And I wanted to write the book short, sweet, and to the point, because it's not a catch-all. No one book that I write is going to have all the answers in it, because this is continuous. This is a journey. We're not just at one place. We are walking together. It's not just going to be one thing. So that is what Talks with Her is about. And I'm so excited that you guys are on the journey. Are you excited? I hope you're excited. Definitely tap in with us on socials, so that at Talks with Her _official, so that you can send me your questions, send me things you want to talk about, you want to chop it up about. I love to read like your questions and all the crazy extra spicy shit that you want me to talk about here. I do not care, okay? As crazy, as spicy, as what, all the things that you wouldn't say to your mama or whoever else, send me all of those, because we want to talk about them. We want to dig into it. So send it to us so we can get into it. Don't worry, you'll be anonymous. I won't tell. I'll take the blunt end of it. Okay, you can blame me, because when it get all out in the public and everybody all in our business, right? When somebody reposts what I say on social media and all this, then they'll just blame me. That's fine. They won't know it was your question, but that's okay. I'm all right with that, because I don't give a fuck what anybody feels, says, or thinks about me. You know why? Because I've been through it all. I've been through it all, and I've survived it all. So until it's my time to check on up out of this life completely and permanently, I'm going to love on me. So somebody else's opinion of me ain't my goddamn business. Okay? And as we walk and talk together, you going to start feeling the same way. So aren't you excited? I'm excited for you. So let us go on this journey, and let's go walk and talk together. I love you, and I don't love you as much as you should love yourself. Be good.